Hello folks, I hope that you are cool and hydrated. Here, it's a living hell. I had to turn off my AC because it wasn't making too much noise, and you will probably hear my PC because here the heat is unbearable. But for today's video, on the menu, we are talking about filters and specifically K&F's Square Filter Holder Pro Kit. I believe that's the entire name. Why would I even consider this kit? Let's find out. I believe I already made at least 3 videos about filters, ND, CPL, the way I use them. They're on the channel, and if you have missed them, the links are in the description box below. Now, I always used circular round filters, but at one point I considered using square filters. Now, the reason why I didn't go for the square filters is because at the time I thought that I had to buy several identical filters for all my lenses because they don't all have the same diameter. I soon found out that there was a simple solution to that. I only had to buy step-up rings. Now, the K&F Square Filter Holder Pro System Kit has an advantage because once you get it, you can use it right away. You don't have to buy additional step-up rings. Let's see what is included in the kit. You have an ND8 filter, an ND64 filter, and an ND1000 filter. You can insert a CPL filter here in the back that you can easily adjust once it's in. And of course, the 4 adapter rings, 67, 72, 77, and 82 millimeters. And all of that fits in this provided leather pouch. Those of you who don't know what an ND neutral density filter is, I recommend that you watch my previous video about the subject. And to make it simple, an ND filter, let's say that you want to create an image with specific values for your shutter speed, your ISO, and your aperture. You don't want to change them, and still your image is overexposed. This is where your ND filters will help you out. course, if you are a fan of slow shutter images, if you want to capture moving water and want that silky smooth effect, ND filters will be the tool for that. These square filters have a nice solid frame around them that protects the glass. Apparently you can drop them and they might survive. I wouldn't test that, but it's good to know. The CPL filter removes glare and reflections from water, especially from water and glass. It also enhances the contrast in blue skies and white clouds. Japan-made optical glass, both sides have nanometer coatings. They are waterproof, scratch-resistant, and oil-proof. When I got them, I felt confident in using them in the field. Overall, it feels solid. The filters are really well made. But I'm not a huge fan of the adapters. I wish they were slightly thicker. I hope that they won't bend, that the material will not deform over time. I really enjoyed using them. I even felt that the square filters were easier and faster to use. Because of the size of the glass compared to the lenses I use, the risk of having vignetting, dark areas in the corners, especially with wide-angle lenses, is reduced. In fact, I haven't noticed any vignetting in my pictures so far. The Pro Square filter holder from K&F Concept has 2 slots. And I said it before, it also has an integrated bin for a circular polarizer in the back. This orange adjustment wheel on the side of the holder allows you to adjust the rotation of the circular polarizer without touching the filter itself. There's also a clever safety mechanism to ensure that the polarizer is correctly and securely inserted. It is made of aluminum alloy, which makes it very lightweight and really sturdy and probably durable. And this is maybe why the adapters are so thin. Now, the biggest advantage of using square filters is when you start using graduated neutral density filters. You know, these filters where half of the filter is of neutral density and then it transitions gradually to a clear filter. Really useful when you try to reduce the exposure on only half of the image. Now, with circular neutral density filters, you can only adjust the rotation of the horizon line, but not its vertical position within the frame. With square filters, you can, and this without changing your composition. Unfortunately, and this is where this video is going to disappoint a lot of you guys out there, I don't have a graduated neutral density filter with me to test. I believe it's linked to the type of work that I do. I probably don't need one, but the more I think about it, and I believe I faced so many situations where I could have used a graduated neutral density filter. You know, these wide-angle shots where I have at the top of my frame a bright sky. This would mean more control on the exposure of my entire scene and less work in Photoshop. Damn! So I guess this means that I have to do a follow-up to this video with graduated ND filters. I'm depressed now and a bit excited at the same time. Are you circular or square? I will not give my opinion until I make that video, that follow-up video with graduated neutral density filters. Yes, I guess I will catch you in the next one. Until then, take care and please, you know what to do. Have a good one.